A very good evening and welcome to Berani Bersama Conversations with myself, Rashid Salleh. For those of you who've just joined us, Berani Bersama is a community effort by Malaysian personalities and creative individuals who will give us a chance to interact with the community and also help elevate and boost morale of our family and friends at home right now during this COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, this effort is for us to share our knowledge, skills and abilities via social media and, very importantly, to raise awareness as well as monetary contributions towards the MERCY Malaysia's COVID-19 Pandemic Fund. Now, for those of you who'd like to donate, do log on to www.launchgood.com/Berani Bersama MY. Now, in the last hour, we had Iqbal Amir from Livescape, where we talked about the situation, the events industry. In this hour, we're going to have some lovely guests with us who will be performing through the Berani Bersama Facebook page. I'd like to introduce them all one by one. Firstly, a newly married, he's a folk singer-songwriter. Let's welcome him onto our show. Shahid, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm good.
Big
I'm
smile.
good. How are you, Rashid?
Yeah. I understand you got married on April the 22nd online.
Yeah, I did. It was a bit of a hassle at the beginning, but then luckily light came from above, and then we were able to go through it via Skype. So yeah, that's something to tell the kids.
Yeah, I know. There's definitely something to tell the kids. We're going to be talking to you a lot more. Another person who is he's very much into his type of music. Don't be fooled by his poster, because he was bald in his poster, but now because of the MCO, he's got a full set of hair. So welcome, Brendan the Cruz.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So I just want to preempt everyone so they know who they're talking to instead of But I thought he didn't have any hair, but you do. And just to people,
I could have shaved it, but no, I just thought I'd just grow it all up this time.
There we go. Yeah, and which do you prefer, the clean look or the MCO look?
I've been told by my friends that it's 50-50. Some like the bald, some like the hair. So I'm like.
Okay, all right. Well, we're definitely going to be talking about that a bit more later on. And last but not least, this duo, they have a very unique name. They're called Wedding in Charlie. Let's welcome Damien as well as Jingle. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
But by the way,
you.
I think
Yes.
Brendan's mic wasn't heard just now.
Oh, really? I heard him.
Yes,
I can hear him.
Yeah, I can.
You can't hear him.
I can't hear him.
I can hear him.
Actually,
was,
at the
like,
beginning,
muted.
there was no video
he's-
for
yes.
Shahid also.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it all depends on where you guys are at. So, but I definitely can hear him. So, I'll check with the producer. Can you hear Brandon, Mr. Producer? Raise your hand.
Hello.
Yes, the hand is raised. So
Damien, you can't hear me?
Damien can't hear you.
No, I don't think you can hear me.
Okay, you know what I'll do, Damien? I'm going to kick you out of the studio and then press the link and come back in. Because usually that works. All right? Okay? All right. I'll see you in a bit. No, I won't say anything bad about you. Don't worry.
I'll tell you. He can't hear me anyway.
There we go. Okay, guys. Okay, Syed, tell us a bit about, to the audiences out there, about the type of music that you do. It's pretty much folk music, but why did you choose that genre, and what motivates you to do that type of music?
I mean, I picked up the guitar probably 10 years back. And I began playing a lot of pop songs, covers mostly, as I was learning from a friend. So I was playing them, and then I was singing in the key that the songs were being played, and I realized that it wasn't really what I could do. But I really enjoy playing the guitar, but I don't want to not be able to sing the songs, right? And then I stumbled upon Bob Dylan, and I realized that, you don't actually have to sing like how other people want to sing. You can just sing the way you sing. You can sing as badly as Bob Dylan does, and you can still be a good song. Yeah, it can still be a good song, right? I mean, come on, you gotta admit, Bob Dylan does not have the best vocals, but he is an amazing artist. Right?
Again, that's to the ears of the beholder. I actually think he's got some. He has a very unique voice. That's so to speak.
He does.
Brendan, in terms of how your music unfolded, of course, being the elder statesman here, how did you come about doing it, your music and the direction of it?
My dad was a journalist by day and a musician by night. He had been performing most of his life.
Right.
And we grew up watching him play, and there were guitars around the house, but I never really picked it up. I only started singing after my brother and my dad they probably just heard me fooling around at home. And my brother was playing the guitar once, and my dad said, hey, he came in from the kitchen and was like, hey, keep singing or whatever. And that just kept going. And my brother formed a band with his friends when he was about 18, 19. And he got me into the band to sing. And we started doing just pub shows, band shows, corporate dinners and stuff for like about 2 years. And I wasn't playing the guitar then. I just learned a couple of chords and did one or two in between the band. And then the band split because they were going to study abroad and work and whatnot. So I just kept doing open mics and never really wrote my songs. If I did, I kept them to myself, or it was on this site called River Nation, which is still around, I think. So very few people know. And then I came across this local art space called MERCY, where they
yes.
Yeah, it's actually where I met Shahid as well.
Exactly.
That place encouraged original local music, and I went there and did 2 covers, and the owner came up to me and said, do you have originals? Come back next time and do your own stuff. So, and I noticed a lot of other musicians there had already recorded their own albums and they were on sale there. And I thought this all went over the course of like 2 years, where I ended up working with MERCY as well. And so I just wrote more songs, and I finally recorded my first EP in 2016. And then I gave myself a couple of years, thought, you know what, I'll just keep doing this. Response was okay, support was good. There's a very vast independent music scene in Malaysia that we don't know about. And there's a lot of good music, a lot of good bands. I saw Shahid when he just walked in, and he was doing the open mics, and now he has his own record, and it kind of just led that way. And I thought, you know what, I just give myself 5 years now, and I'm in my 4th year, and my 4th record is coming out soon. So
all right, well, that's something definitely we'll be talking about. You guys, I know the story behind the name of your wedding in Charlie, but we need to hear it from you, Damien and Jingle. How did Wedding in Charlie come about?
Okay, Wedding in Charlie. Basically, I was just like any other singers doing gigs here and there, but I joined a wedding agent, so I started doing wedding gigs. Then after that, when I was on my own a year later, I thought of starting an agency by myself. So just to focus on wedding, so I put the company name as Wedding in Charlie.
Why Charlie? Why Charlie?
I don't know as well. There's no one named Charlie in our team.
Out of my mind, like in a snap of fingers. So I thought
maybe he was obsessed with Charlie's Angel. So.
Who knows, right? Yeah. Subconsciously. Yeah.
Sorry. You said he was obsessed with Charlie's Angel?
Yeah.
No.
You know that.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just joking.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised, you know. Why? But Damon, why specifically like weddings? I mean, why? I mean, how did you start? You told yourself, "Oh, I'm specifically going to be doing like wedding." I mean, singing and performing.
well, getting into the music scene firstly wasn't well accepted by my mom because she felt like, oh, you're gonna be singing at pubs, coming back late at night. So I got into the, and then just so happened that I met up while I was buying instruments. So I met up with the boss, then have a little chat. Then the boss introduced me to a wedding agent. So I then got involved in weddings, and it somehow made my mom slightly better. Then then when I got off on my own, I thought, okay, since I know quite a little bit much about how to do weddings, so I start off on my own. Yeah, actually, initially when I started out, it was called YWSE, Your Wedding Singer and the Enthusiast. So it was like hard to remember.
So it went through
a year later I changed it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Okay, Shahid, you know, newly married. Does your wife like your music?
Oh yeah, she does. I mean, I
being totally honest here. I do hope so.
Most songs that she likes most of my songs, but the ones that are very folky, she likes them. But the newer ones that get loud with a lot of effects and a lot of amps, she finds them a bit loud. Yeah, but yeah, I can safely say she's my number one fan, and I'm glad for that. It's always good to have someone close to you who's also your number one supporter and your number one commentator. Yeah,
very very important to have that behind you. Now, how did the Sounds of Kites come about? And you did explain in your poster, but you know, it's not about the actual kite flying, but the emotions that come of it. Correct?
Okay. So I live in the Subanjaya, Selangor. So there's this one park in S18 that I always go with my best friend at the time. So we would go down there. This was after school. We go down there for a smoke. And every evening there will be this one uncle, right? We call him the Uncle Mini Clubman because because like the guy owns, not just drove. He has 4 1960s Mini Clubman. Like the classic. Yeah, just sitting there, getting old, getting beat up, getting under the sun, under the rain. And so he was there at the park one day with his grandchildren. So here, like me and my friend, we were just there sitting on the bench watching them. And he had a kite with him. And I was like wondering, why would someone try to fly a kite in a very enclosed area? The park is not that big. It's surrounded by big trees. There's no wind whatsoever. So I was just there. Then I could have said something, but I just let it be. Just want to see how it engulfed. And right before he let go of the kite, I could hear the children, the grandchildren around him were making all sorts of noises. You can just picture sounds of joy from children. And that's what I heard. And I thought that, and the moment he let go of the kite and it flew, given the circumstances that it should not have flown, it still flew. And I thought, wow, that was something that I want to remember by. But I didn't know what to call it, right? I didn't want to have something long. So I just call it, okay, I'm just going to call it Sounds of Kites. The sounds that kids make being surrounded by the kite. Yeah, so that's how the name came about, actually.
Okay, that's quite elaborate, but from the clubman to the kite, from the mini to the kite. I was surprised you didn't call it Sounds of the Clubman or mini sounds. The old man and his kite.
Lucky you didn't say Sounds of Kids.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been really awkward.
Brandon,
really awkward.
Brandon, with you in the hair and the mustache, you do not look any less pedophile.
Now, oh dear. Now, moving along. Yeah. Now, moving along. Brendan, you did say you talked about the history of how you got into it, but what were your music influences?
My dad was very much a country man. So we grew up listening to a lot of country music. He covered a lot of music traveling because he wrote about music events like Rainforest and the concerts, the Julio Iglesias concerts. And Yeah. So we were exposed to all kinds of stuff, but it was a lot of country, and that kind of got into my stuff. I started listening to a lot of Jack Johnson,
Ah,
Willie Nelson, Chris
yep.
Christopherson. There was also Elvis, and it's everything lah, you know. And but it always lean towards folk-ish
Right.
stuff, country stuff. The first record I did was kind of, and the second one was more folkish, and then it kind of just stayed there. So
Mm.
I think I kind of found a sound for now. Alternative pop folk or something. Yeah.
No wonder you and Shahid have like sort of like
Yeah.
birds of a feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same language.
Now, Jinga, how do you feature in all this in Wedding Charlie? Because you're still single, I'm assuming, and you're not
No,
married yet. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, do you see that reaction? No.
not married but not single.
Oh, okay.
Wanting
Right.
to get married.
Yeah. Single but not available.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so how do you feature in Wedding Charlie? It's like Damon's keeping very quiet. I'm gonna mute you if you don't say anything. Right. Go on, Jingle.
Well, I actually have two roles in
Right.
Wedding in Charlie. Other than being the female singer in the band, I'm also the administrator.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically liaise with all the clients, and yeah, I do all the stuff that Damien doesn't want to do. Yeah,
Oh, get the girl
I'm
to
the
do all the
woman.
dirty work, huh?
So-
Or rather,
Shame on you, Damien.
he's more towards like making the music, and he arranged all the songs that we're gonna do. And I'm more towards like handling emails and calls and all the angry clients. I think Shahid knows better because he just got married and he must, been through the process of planning the wedding, which is quite hectic. So I really face a lot of clients like that. Not complaining though. I miss those clients now.
there we go. Yeah, I think we all do, don't we? I just miss having a
All those
interaction with an
clients.
audience.
Yeah.
Even the clients sitting down at the bar watching you, those are clients too. So what type of music did you start with, Damien, and what have you like progressed to different types of music? Or are you just like sticking to like wedding type music?
Oh,
Have you seen the film as well?
What?
Well, we'll talk about that a little bit
but-
later. Let's talk about your music
Yeah.
first.
Well, I started off with Disney music, I would say.
Right.
'Cause yeah, basically like the whole childhood was around Disney and singing duets with maybe my sister when I'm younger. And then actually a lot of all music, because when I go down to my grandparents, I got two grandparents that time. So one will be listening to the Beijing opera, Tong Tong Chiang.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Chinese opera.
Then another one will be listening to Hokkien songs, and sometimes my grandpa, he likes to watch dance like cha-cha, yeah, those types of big old people music. And then my dad listens to,
Okay. Yeah. Go on. Carry on.
in my generation I call that
Yeah, we're so not PC here, but it doesn't matter. I love it. Go on.
And then my dad would listen to Chinese music, and my mom
Right.
English music. And even my uncle and aunties, they have like CDs and cassettes, which I would then like borrow from them, and I just listen to. Yeah, that's what I remember. Like, and in school I joined the school band, so it was like orchestra music, brass, all those. So all kinds of music until, and then my then I met a friend who introduced me to rock music, because I don't listen to American rock music, you see. So I first started to listen to rock music when I was 18, I think, and it was like kind of completely new to me. But then I listened over and over again, and I have accepted it. And then finally, like jazz and wedding music, it's when I started to come out. Then that's only when I like start to learn more wedding music, which I feel that I've already know quite a lot because my mom listens to English music. So basically of everything lah.
Okay. Does she give you any suggestions what type of music you should play at weddings?
No, but I would say Jingle knows my audience.
Okay, all right. But she does all the legwork and dirty work nowadays. That's why.
There's everything like.
Yeah.
There's everything like.
Right. And the singing as well. My goodness.
Yeah, we basically do anything because the market is so huge. We have clients from not just from local. We have clients from overseas as well, quite a lot. So we basically do everything as long as they. But you know, sometimes they do ask for some songs that they thought are love songs, but they're actually not.
Breakup songs.
So
My heart will go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just like it. So
you know.
Unbreak My Heart.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's like, oh, this is so nice, romantic. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah. So sometimes if I'm aware, I will let them know, like, hey, you know, actually this is not a love song. Then some of them they will be like, oh, okay, so don't sing that. But some of them will be like, oh, okay, just do it because I like it. But sometimes I wasn't aware, and I will only realize it in the middle of singing that song in that event. And I was looking at Damien and I said, this doesn't sound right. And he was like, it's okay, just go on.
Yeah, except the audience, the audience will go, excuse me?
Yeah, just
be happy
like,
moment.
you know, some part when it sounded sad, I will be like a little bit softer, you know. It's a song called Beautiful Love,
right,
by Tanya Chua. It sounded very lovely, right? The song, but it's actually a sad song, and I only realized that in the middle of singing it.
Okay, let's move forward from here. Okay, now before we talk about your performances tonight, I'm gonna ask each and every one of you. So you know, Shahid will have to be the first because he's newly married. So, guys, yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to pick on you. You know, it's a beautiful Monday.
That's how it works now.
Yeah,
You're married, you go first, Shahid.
Yeah. I've gone past that. Like kids, children, yeah, whatever. And I got married really late, like at the age of 40. So yeah, anyway, that's another story to talk on maybe another time.
Later we talk about your marriages, Shahid.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, online marriage. I mean, this is amazing. This is like broken so many barriers. Now, how have you coped during the MCO?
Well, myself, because I actually still work. I work in a bank during the day. So ever since MCO, I still have to go to work. So if I were to just pinpoint an experience that I want to share, it would have to be the first day of MCO. I was driving on Federal Highway, heading back home at 7:30 at night. And the distance was only from Federal Highway University Station to Federal Highway EPF. Right?
Yep.
And it's about 3 hours and a half traffic jam. Yeah, it was horrible. I was in the car. I even managed to finish like 2 episodes of Gilmore Girls on Netflix. And then I realized, I could have finished a whole movie of Titanic if I wanted to. Yeah, for 3 hours and a half, right?
2.5 hours.
3.5, yeah. So
3.5. Yeah, but Subang is like, you know, notorious. The Federal Highway, we call it Federal Road now because you just cannot go fast from like PJ Hilton onwards. Say bye bye, you know, Templar.
Yeah.
Then reach the Sunway Bridge. You know, you've eaten like 3 meals.
I mean, I always think it's like 3 lanes, and you should, like, an efficient person would know at what point of the highway that you be in the most right lane, at what point you be in the middle and on the left. I did an experiment, and now I know. I can share with you later on, Rashid, if you want to know.
No, thank you. It's fine. I actually go to the Cobra Rugby Club, which you should know where that is. Padamatara. So I'm a member of the rugby club. So I know about that notorious stretch. We've had a friend who flew off one of the bridges many years ago. Yeah, long story. So anyway, Shahid loves Gilmore Girls, says Ian Tai. Sorry, Ian saying you love Gilmore Girls. I'm sorry, he had to say that,
Who
didn't
said Ian?
he?
Ian.
Ian, right. That's the way, like Ian. Ian is also a singer-songwriter.
Yes, we did him yesterday, the day before. So Brendan, how has it been for you? You know, not being able to interact with your guys out there.
It's been tough because I kind of thrive on going out and attending events and meeting people, and so staying at home. And I have a big family too, so we're all just cooped up. And you know, that probably hasn't happened since we were all kids. You know? And yeah, but the thing is, it's been tough actually because I do music full time. So there's no work now coming in, and whatever work there was postponed or cancelled. And so many, you know, and one of the worst industries right now, I think I feel even more because I'm in it, is the music industry, and even more the live music industry in our country. It was already tough before to, you know, just get a show, get a gig, a paying gig. So what more now when all social gatherings are cancelled and bars can't be open? Like, you know, even if they do open it up, it's going to be a while before you have a mass gathering again. So I've actually now, it's been the first time in a while since I started looking for jobs. So just to, you know, just got to change lah, I guess, you know. Right now, this doesn't work. I'm thankful that I can still survive with some savings that I have. Expenditure goes down because you're at home. And and I've managed to focus on music and record. So I just got to find a different way to do this and adapt with the way the world is right now, for now. And hopefully, sorry.
One of the suggestions have been of being able to go online and doing performances online. I mean, Berani Bersama performance is one thing; it's one way to promote yourself. But we've had clients of late, especially recently, who are hiring people to do stuff on Zoom meetings and Zoom conferences. So have that kind of entertainment. So I think that's also one way of looking at, maybe, you know, it's just stuff that I've been talking with other entertainers.
It's true, because I've already done a couple of those where I was compensated for my time and my work. So it's just a matter of the way you were promoting yourself before this, when you could go out. Just got to find a different way to do it now, and eventually the world will, I guess, shape towards helping everybody out. Right now the main issue is health. So I guess we as artists, whether you're a musician or poet or whatever art you're doing, just keep creating, I guess, and putting your music out there.
That's so true. Guys, so Wedding Charlie, you guys are based in Penang, correct?
Yeah.
So how's the island been in terms of, you know, for you guys, in terms of obviously you can't get out the island?
According to the news, the island is now green.
Yeah.
Well, you know, according to the news, yes. But in terms of your workload now, I mean, Shahid got married and you guys didn't know about it. You could have done a show for him online.
Exactly.
Well,
Shahid was singing at his own wedding, like, come on.
Come on, lah, brother.
Hey, sometimes you just got to be the, you know, to be the person enjoying the whole thing. There is someone here who's, when Ian said Shahid loves Gilmore Girls, Nabila Kamaruddin said he's not shy to admit it live too.
Yeah, that's my wife, actually.
Okay. Lucky her. So how have you guys coped, Jingle and Damien?
At first, it was quite hard because me and my boyfriend are literally in long distance relationship now. Not that
Yep.
long. He's in KL,
Right.
and I originally planned to move there last month.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting it for a long time, and in the end, I couldn't make it. And now I don't know when I will need to wait until. But at the same time, I quite enjoy it because finally I can do a lot of things that I've planned to do, but I didn't have time to do. For example, doing my own recording, and yeah, like finally set up a mini recording studio in my own house,
Right.
and it's great. And I attended some webinar self development, and I lose almost 3 kg now, so it's good
Oh,
in a
that's
way.
quite the opposite of some people who just sit down
Yeah.
and look away. Unless you're Brendan, where you grow a lot of hair. So
Correct.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
So you
So-
gain
so-
3 kilos, Brendan.
Yeah, dude. I just gained 3. I've just been eating.
But you don't look as if you've put on weight. It looks like your hair has put on weight instead of you.
Yeah, that's
Girls
true.
are more
The hair alone
self-aware,
is a
so
kilo.
we're like, we can't keep on eating. We have to do something about it, you know?
Yeah. Well,
That's correct.
no, not Penang girls. Penang girls like eat anything or still stay thin. I don't know why.
No, but that's kind of you. Thank you.
No, like Damien, did you hear that? She's got her own recording stuff. Does that mean there could
Yeah.
a break between this? Like it will be like a breakup in Charlie rather than a wedding Charlie. What are your thoughts on that?
Better start doing
Yeah,
some admin
always
work.
Doesn't contradict.
Yeah, we can
What-
start a new line, perhaps, like for breakup songs. Please visit breakup in chat. Right. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think the audience we need to be aware that it has changed lah, basically, because music serves many different purposes. So if we understand how to use music to serve its purpose, like if artists, they write about situations, they write about their inspiration, and then people would listen to from the CD over and over again. Or some, it's more to like live music. We play those functional songs that keeps people like vibed up, or according to what the function is. So I think now, instead of weddings, a lot of corporates, like people who are doing like now, we are doing things to raise funds, so I believe there will be a lot of people taking to online, but they still need perhaps some entertainment to tag along so that they can get more views. So I think this is
Exactly.
where our music is like shifting towards lah, for
Right.
function, I mean. I haven't looked in much about it. This is because Jingle called me to join this. I said, like, why not, Like,
There you
even
go. You got
our-
administrator telling you to do your job.
Right.
What kind of music are you guys going to be performing for on Berani Bersama, guys?
Together with another 2 musicians, whom which is a pianist and a guitarist bassist, we are going to bring the 80s, something like that. Yeah, 80s. 'Cause
80s music.
yeah, because
Something I grew up on.
oh, is it?
Yeah, I was a teenager.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, that old.
Look forward to it.
You're not that old, Rashid.
I'm 48.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't
Still
look
young.
like
Yeah.
look like
And I want to
30.
look like you when I'm 48.
48, 1972.
Have you thought of growing
I can't. I'm Sarawakian.
oh,
Sarawakians, it's all about, I won't say it on air, but yeah. Anyway, so Shahid, what kind of music can our audiences expect from you
Oh,
tonight?
well, tonight,
Is it tonight? Yes, tonight. Yes.
Yeah, tonight. I'll be playing about 8 o'clock. I'll be playing some songs that were recorded in my debut album, Remember Sycamore.
Yes.
And also I'll be performing songs that I've been performing live with amps, but yet to be recorded.
Right.
Some of you may have heard it, some of you may not. I don't think Brendan have heard some of the songs as well.
Cool.
Yeah, so it ranges. I mean, like, you can expect some slow burners talking about being happy. But there's also some darker one talking about being patriotic. And also there's a love song in it as well if you listen in. So yeah, probably about 6 to 7 songs. It depends on my mood. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually listening to everyone. There's nothing better for me to do except for annoy my children or wife. So yeah, you'll get to that stage one day. Brendan, and for you, Brendan.
I'll be playing new stuff, old stuff, probably mostly new stuff from the upcoming record.
Yeah.
Yeah, some covers. Kind of basically what Shahid just said. Yeah.
Like I said,
Birds of a
language.
feather.
Yeah.
So you got your new record coming out at the end of May. That's still happening, right?
That's scheduled for the end of May. It's just in the mixing process now and then mastering. But yeah, it will be out soon. It was recorded in my room. I2, like you, Jingle, it all just starts with, 1 or 2 small things in the room. Next thing you know, you have a functioning work studio. I didn't think like 4 years ago that I'd be able to do this in my room. And yeah, so I just had 1 or 2 friends record some parts in their respective rooms, and then we got it all mixed with a friend, a local well-known a very good sound engineer. His name is Derek, who I've worked with a lot. So yeah, they'll be out soon. I don't think it'll be on Spotify or anything yet because of the situation now. I might use a more monetary based platform.
Right.
I'd find a way to sell it online. No, Spotify is monetary, but yeah, you need to be in the 100,000s to the millions of plays to be making significant money.
Well, I think the best thing is to have it out there first, because if you don't have it out there, no one's going to listen to it. So
correct. Yeah.
So before we do go off and say thank you to you guys. I'm really curious, Brendan. You've got a picture of a stormtrooper behind you. Damien has a sewing kit.
That's my brother.
You're very observative.
Damien, don't simply blame your brother. It's okay to sew. It's okay to sew.
Sorry.
Having more girls, and then Damien loves to sew.
Exactly. Yeah. I know how to hand sew. Please don't be embarrassed.
No, I'm in my brother's room actually, because he's away in UK studying fashion.
Sure.
So yeah.
You're just going with the blaming your brother,
Your partner is going to do like all the no more weddings in Charlie because she has her own recording studio.
Yeah, actually we have a studio elsewhere, but yeah, I just turned my brother's room into my studio now.
Best thing to do for your brother. I'll do the same. But guys, thank you very much for coming on to Berani Bersama Conversations. I really am looking forward to the performances tonight. Please break a leg, have a good show. Stay home, stay safe. Don't get stuck in a traffic jam 3 hours from
you don't want to be there.
Yeah, you don't want to go there. And I one day I will ask you live, face to face, Brendan, that picture on the wall. And I'll ask you now. When I see you face to face, I'll ask you.
All right.
And if I ever get up to Penang, which I often do because I happen to be the president of MMA Malaysia. We have quite a few fights up there, so I actually do come up and see them. All right, so I'll see you guys there. Yeah, I don't fight. I'm not a fighter.
Just the president.
I'm a rugby playing president of mixed martial arts. A bit weird, but good luck tonight. Let's please enjoy yourselves, and we look forward. And I'll definitely press a like and say hello and catch out you guys. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, so the audience out there, please do donate, watch their show, donate, and log on to www.launchgood.com/Berani Bersama. MY. It must be someone talking about me. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you
Take
tonight.
care. Stay
All right,
safe.
thank you. See you.
Bye.